Hello, my name is Paul Denton. I'm going to be giving you just a quick overview on my research topic that I have done for this class, culminating in the research paper I just recently handed in. As you can see from the title slide here, I did my paper on the early Irish Catholics in America and how their legacy has affected America throughout the years. Um, Irish came to the country even before, obviously, the country was America, even when it was the colonies. So the Irish didn't want to be in their, let's just say, subdued land due to the British occupation of it, and then culminating with a bunch of other issues, most notably of which obviously was the potato famine in the 1800s, etc. But a lot of it had to do with religious persecution, and that religious persecution lasted for the fact that majority of them obviously were Catholics. So they went to the New World looking for new and great things, but what they found was not that great. Just like in the previous countries they lived in, primarily Ireland and England, when they got to America, they found out that they were second-class citizens. They were made to do menial work, sometimes even slave labor. They were treated poorly, and basically, if you were Irish, a lot of signs in the windows that were hiring said, "Don't even bother if you are Irish to apply here." So it was a lot of struggles, but the Irish, being as strong as they are, they persevered, and they became to establish themselves in the United States very clearly, even before and after the Revolutionary War. They migrated here over time, and they again looking for a brand new world, something that for a little bit of religious freedom. Still to this day, there is a very strong Irish Catholic presence up and down the East Coast, especially on the coastal cities. New York, Boston, and even Charleston, South Carolina, have a very strong Irish presence being felt there, and that stems all the way back from when the Irish had migrated to America. But what they did was they brought with them their religion, but they brought with them their good work ethic and their strong will and their belief in family. And a lot of those, even though they were very similar to their Protestant counterparts, as you might say, they were still looked along as being second-class citizens. But they built themselves up, and they started to go across the United States as the country became a nation. And as you can see in this slide, the Irish ancestry by straight is pretty strong. Uh, Irish took themselves from being second-class citizens into the forefront. Uh, they became politicians, they became bankers, they very, very successful. I myself am a descendant of a person that just came off the boat, which was my grandmother, Irene Helen O'Mara. She was born in 1919, and she came here in 1922 and has lived here. Unfortunately, she passed, but ever since. Um, so this topic of how the Irish came and they didn't have anything to what they have become, and what they contributed to the United States of America is very close to my heart. Um, and as you can see in this slide, a lot of people contribute, Irish ancestry to being the upcoming holiday of St. Patrick's Day, which is on the 17th of March. But there's many of other different religious, especially in the Catholic religion, feasts and saint days, etc., that the Irish Catholics still very much practice. And that has carried over into some traditions that the United States still embraces today. And it doesn't necessarily have to mean green beer. So in conclusion, I did my paper on the early Irish Catholic settlers in America and how they contributed to the nation, and getting them to a point now where they have contributed so much that part of America is Irish, and I'm very proud to say that. Thank you for my time with you, and I hope that you have a blessed day.